I want to talk to you about likeness because there's two big questions that come up. We're made in the likeness of God. Dahlias, everybody who knows I love dahlias, but the original dahlia came, I mean, we know it's been grown in Mexican for about 1,500 years. They can trace back.
You know that. Most of us don't know that.
Most people don't even know what dahlia is, but I'm telling you. And this is a brightly colored, if the original dahlia, if you would look at this and make it a very drab lavender color, that was the original. That was what a dahlia was, okay? Here to me is what the cultural mandate does for each of us, right? This is cultivation. This also helps you understand what happened on Noah's Ark. So two ways I'm going to demonstrate this. My favorite dahlias are dinner plates. I pulled these today out of my garden, and they're not quite dinner plate. A dinner plate, these guys will get to be about 12 inches, huge. And this one, called Spartacus, will actually tip back like this. It'll be 12 inches and tip back. It's one of my favorites. I love dinner plates. Do these two things look anything like this? Okay. So what's funny is this little guy carries the DNA not only to create the dinner plates, which there are probably 10,000 varieties of dinner plates in the world. These are actually the same variety. This one, white, you would think would create white things, holds the color in its DNA to create varieties that can go from deep colors to bicolor to everything in between. Crazy. They also hold the DNA to create colorettes. This is also a dahlia, okay? So this huge thing, there's probably 2,000 varieties of colorettes. Every variety of colors you can imagine, okay? Still, this is the likeness, this little thing. If Noah's Ark was today and flowers were going on the Ark, this would have gone on the Ark, and we would have all of this plus 50,000 other varieties. Bad Hair Day, this one is in Japan, Suki. I call this my bad hair day. This one comes from this, to Russia, gives us Crazy Love. I love that one, okay? To another Russian, gorgeous colors.
This is your Dahlia Masterclass. There will be a test.
These are from Norway.
There's a couple hours a day.
Norwegians love clean lines and single colors, and so they brought us this guy, Glory. That has a very long
And she knows their name.
Okay. Oh, I know all their names.
I know.
So the reality is, all of these things come from one thing. That's likeness, okay? Guys, when we think about God created us in his likeness and in his image, he gave us the things that are essential from a DNA standpoint, that not only could we become whatever aspects, the little piece and the giftings that each of us has, right? I think what's funny is I actually have one made like this called tartan that is like crazy colors. It's the splashiest thing. And I'm like, I'm really happy I don't look like a lot of other people, but most of my life I tried to look like everybody else. And could I really have been satisfied in life, which is what we all try to do, is to look like everybody else? Would I have been satisfied just being that? But my poser self wanted to look like everybody else, right? Isn't that what we try to do? We lose the beauty of who we are in not fully embracing our true self and the giftings that God has given us. So we just saw Noah again at Satan Sound, and I laughed because I always look and go, wait a second, how did all those animals get on? Oh, okay, well, people come up with evolution, so this can become this. Do you know a rose has never become a dahlia, and a dahlia has never become a rose? You can't blend them together and make this become a rose. There probably are more than 50,000 kinds of roses, just like there are dahlias. The reality is the DNA for everything that can be created is put in a little cell. The same way when God creates the animals, the likeness is put in. And so a dog could have been a wolf. I don't know what the original thing was, and how many kinds of dogs do we have in the world today, right? And so God is really remarkable in what he puts in. He asks us to partner. If God gave us this in the Garden of Eden, I think he probably gave us a lot more in beauty. But what he did was he said, Colleen, you're going to show your little part, because you're going to take this, and your other favorite one might be this one, and you're not going to let bees pollinate them. You're going to cover them and you're going to hand pollinate. And next year you're going to have their offspring, which is a whole new kind of dahlias. Right now they're saying next year there will be 150,000 types of dahlias because of how many people hybridizing this year. It is insane around the world. God, the cultural mandate says, take whatever you're given, cultivate the earth, and bring forth this beauty. Guys, that's what the new heaven and new earth is going to be. And this is our part right now, is to take the part that we play and we bring that beauty to the world. Whether it's loving other people, loving animals, creating dahlias, I don't know what it is. We all play our part in bringing the kingdom here. And that's why the cultural mandate trumpets everything. And quite frankly, my dahlias, I think, are one of my greatest ministries. I'm laughing the other day. We're supposed to be somewhere, I'm sure. Well, 2 days in a row. Friday night, we were supposed to be somewhere. I heard somebody in my neighborhood loved this one kind of dahlia because her mom grew it. So I went, cut some, took them over. When I get to her house, I don't even know her. And I said, hey, I heard you like this kind of dahlia. I'm going to dig some tubers and leave them for you in the spring. And she's like, you don't even know me. I said, yeah, but I know so-and-so who knows you, so I thought I'd drop these off. She burst into tears. She's like, that's the most beautiful thing. And I said, well, yeah, no worries. I just love, God gave me dahlias to share with people. She said, no, my mom died 6 years ago. The same mom that you're talking about, she died 6 years ago. And I looked at her and I said, I don't know if you're a person of faith, but can I pray for you? Quickly, she puts out her hands, I'm praying. I have prayed for more people over dahlias, my next door neighbors, Airbnb. Like, it's crazy that I've been able to share the love of Jesus because of my passion for dahlias, okay? So that's not a great thing about me. I'm just saying it is when God gives you something that you can bring to other people, we are sharing who he created for us to be. We don't have to go make up some big thing to do.